I said that horribly.
Okay.
It's a fight till the end.
All right. We're good.
Yeah, I guess we are good. How you guys doing? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
This is Newbie and the Beast.
Yeah.
The very last video we did a review on the Sub-Zero X mod, and we also did an unboxing on the RDA. Mm-hmm. And then we said, yeah, next week we're going to have a video for you. Well, guess what? Next week turned into, what, a month and a half?
About there, yeah. So,
all right. So
apologies for that. You know, life gets in the way sometimes.
Yeah.
We promise we'll be back on the grind, though. Back to the...
I ain't promising shit.
Gonna do our best to get back on the grind.
Yeah, exactly. I love doing these videos, so I'm glad we're back at it.
Yeah.
So we are back with the review for the Sub-Zero X RDA, and I guess let's get right into it. So we did the unboxing, we did the review on the mod. The mod is probably the best mechanical mod that's on the market ever. Yeah. In terms of what we have ever played with. So what do you think about the RDA?
It just goes hand in hand with the mod itself. It's beautifully designed. It works amazing. It hits hard. There is one thing though that I have found throughout, more people buying them, just talking to a few other people. It seems like the stainless steel version and the black anodized version, which is the all black version.
I think the black one is stainless steel as well. Right? Stainless steel with black. Yeah.
So those two, I've been hearing from some people they don't actually hit as hard, just because they're not brass or copper in the inside. The connections and whatnot are still the same with the copper in the firing mechanism, but everything else is made out of the stainless steel. So I've heard that it doesn't actually hit as hard. I didn't notice that really.
Well, I mean, scientifically, it's not supposed to hit as hard, right? Because
scientifically,
metal. Yeah.
So, I mean, if that is one thing, if that does matter to you, and you really want, the hardest hitting thing out there, go for. Make sure you pick up the copper or the brass version. There was a comment on the video itself, and they were asking if this thing patinas like crazy. Patinas a fair amount, but that's expected with any copper or brass mod, really. I don't really care too much about patina, the patina look. I don't need it to be spotless clean for myself, but the RDA itself is amazing. It works well. It hits hard. I've put in multiple different builds. A couple of those builds have been by GD Coils himself. Those are some of the coils that I did get from him.
Yeah, I sold a pair of those coils today. Bam! I'm gonna put your
shameless plug.
Your Instagram here. Yeah, you guys got to get those GD coils, man. They really last really long, and it gives a really good flavor to whatever juice you put in there. Well, one thing I want to point out about the Sub-Zero X RDA is I had a few customers come in and say, yeah, they bought it. They bought the device with the mod, and they said, yeah, they liked it at the beginning, and slowly but surely they went back to their goon. And I haven't heard that from just one customer. So people are liking the goon, and people that are coming to my store, they're liking the goon better than this one. But I just think that this RDA goes really well with this mod. Yeah, and I do own the goon. You guys have seen the goon on this channel so many dang times I can't even count it. But I've used the goon countless times. I've used this. I don't really feel the need to switch back to my goon quite yet. And you were a goon love the goon.
I was a goon fanatic.
So do you like this better than the goon?
I like this a little better than the goon, but in saying that, it's only because I'm using it with this tube mod, using with the Sub-Zero X mod itself. I wouldn't throw something else on it just because of the hybrid mode that they have, made this to be. Being that completely seamless design, being able to screw it right directly onto it.
That's a huge plus right there.
That was a huge plus for me to, keep it in tandem with that. But with saying that, I do feel like the airflow on this is a little on the airy side. It can be a little turbulent. Almost you get a little too much air. So I have closed it off to only having 3 holes on each side exposed instead of all 4.
Well, that's good to have that they have that option.
They do have that option, so you can close it off, open it up.
But that's every RDA now. You can close them up, open them up. So yeah.
Okay, and I think another pro point for this RDA is that you can use goon-sized drip tips. For me, I'm still using the stock one. I've tried to go over to the goon one. I personally like this a little bit better. It kind of stands off. It keeps the the actual RDA itself away from my mouth a little bit more. I like that a little better. Some people enjoy being able to have that interchangeable or throw on a different one. So if you are looking to pick this up, just know that you can use your goon-sized drip tips, which is a really big pro, I think, having that interchangeability.
So you said this goes into hybrid mode. That's a huge plus. Is there any other RDA on the market that does the hybrid that's comparable to that, or is this just pairs well together?
I think it just pairs this well. I think the only real kind of like-mindedness I can think of is the older Sub-Zero, which was the Sub-Zero Shorty or the Legendary.
Yeah.
They sort of had a similar hybrids. I say similar, but it's not really that close at all. If you are familiar with that one, it did have a copper pin inside of the RDA itself that you screwed and unscrewed.
Like the way you did that with your fingers. That was
versus
ladies. Look how he uses them.
Yeah,
it goes like this. It rubs all the right parts.
Yeah, it works. It works well. But no, the hybrid mode itself is similar, yet it's very different from other designs, and I like this design a lot more. It's a lot simpler. There's no really fidgeting with it at all, which is nice to me. It's not a fidget spinner, so no fidgeting with that there. But I like how I can just throw in the battery, screw it closed with the firing mechanism. I don't have to adjust anything if I got a different size battery or if it came loose or something like that. No, it's super simple, which I really enjoy. I like to be able to just grab it, throw in my battery and go, not really worry about it. And that's for me. It's simplicity over anything.
So easy to build on or a little difficult?
Easy to build on. Some people aren't a fan of the two-post design. I personally don't mind it. I feel like there is ample space. If anything, there's too much space. But, that is also a really big pro for it. Some people want to throw in those ridiculous, crazy bills, those alien Claptons, those staggered Claptons, whatever you want to call it. All those different ones, they can throw them in there without any space, with any need for more space. The juice well is nice and deep too, so you're able to stay, well juiced for the duration. You're not feeling like you're getting dry hits after 2 or 3 hits, well, depending on your build.
Yeah, it's a tall RDA.
It's a tall RDA.
I'm assuming you put a good amount of juice, like you're saying.
It's a good amount of juice, but most of that height is actually just kind of dead space up in the top. So if you wanted to raise your coils really high up, you could do that. But I put mine right where the airflow is. And as you can see, there's still, if you guys saw the close-ups and you've seen pictures online, you see that there's still quite a bit of space in the top. And that's just because they just wanted extra headroom. They wanted people to be able to, have more dense vapor within it. Some people like to have that larger design, but like I said, I didn't really care for the airflow itself. So I had to close it off a little bit because it was almost too much airflow.
All right, what kind of juice you have in there right now?
Lost Coast on ice.
Lost Coast ice. Okay, so is this thing gonna help you win if you're in the hobby mode? You're gonna win competitions with this thing? Is this blowing a huge cloud? I mean, show me what you got.
All right, this is a rough day, but
it's a rough day. I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's big enough. Yeah, how much more do you want than that?
I don't know how much more you want than that.
How's the flavor?
Flavor's amazing. I like the flavor on it. I'm not feeling like I'm getting muted flavor on any of my juices that I've used. It's not as flavor chasing as other RDAs out there just because of how large the internal chamber is for all the coils and for that airflow being so airy. But you could close it off if you wanted to. But this isn't really for a flavor chaser. This is really for someone trying to step into that enthusiast, step into that hobbyist level.
There's a cloud chasing device.
Step into the competition game. This is what they originally made it for. They made it for competition. And I don't compete, but I think anyone who's going to compete, anyone who's trying to compete, anyone who is competing right now, definitely give this setup a chance.
Yeah, it's a very solid setup. I know the mod is an A++. It seems like the RDA is an A++. You like the whole rig, the whole setup. Actually, do you want to do a quick close up? I know we did it in the unboxing, but let's do it for this one as well. You can kind of show people your build and what's going on in there.
Yeah, okay? Definitely. All right, so just to go a little bit more close up with the RDA itself, if you guys didn't see the full unboxing, you guys can check out that video. The link will be down in the description. But this is just kind of a more quick overview. You guys see the 4 airflow holes right there. I did close off 3 just because I like it that way. There is the standard drip tip that comes with it, but like I said, Goon size drip tips. The O-ring is right in there. It's nice and tight. Your drip tip is not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fall out on you. And the O-ring tolerances on the actual cap itself right here is also really nice. You guys can see there, it isn't in any sort of random shape. It is right there. All the edges are nice and smooth right there. So you're going to get a nice airflow with that if you like that airy style. But there are those GD coils that I was talking about earlier. These are a dream to use. You guys can see them there. I've been on these coils for roughly about, well, since we ever shot the last video, so it's like a month, almost a month and a half. You guys can see they're a little dark, but I've done some cotton changes, and it is a dream to use. And you guys can see that juice well is nice and deep too. Which is also super nice. Your cotton can stay nice and moist for you, so you're not going to get a dry hit off of that. But yeah, 2-post design. You do have Allen screws at the top. They have not stripped on me at all, which has been a big pro for me, throwing in different builds. Having all that space to be able to really throw in some crazy builds. This is kind of a more simple Clapton build, but I like it this way. I don't like to run too crazy of things, but I definitely like it to be a little warmer than just standard microcoils. But there's that up close. You guys can see that right there. This is a beautiful, beautiful RDA. But let's go ahead and wrap this up, bring Bobby back over here, and let's just finish this sucker up.
Okay, so we got a good close-up view of the RDA. Another question I had for you: Have you put this on any other device, or are you just strictly stuck with the mod with this mod?
I strictly use it on this device just because I know that's what it was made to do. You can do it on other things. It does have the 510 pin that you can attach to it to put it on any other box mod or other mech mod that you wanted to.
Would you suggest that?
If you really like this RDA, go for it. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to make it any worse or any better. But I feel that, if you are going to buy this RDA and you are really liking this, just do yourself a favor and buy the tube mod too. But if you're not a tube mod person and you just want to throw it on your regulated device, it works just as well too. Just know that this is a 25mm RDA. So it's a little larger than other RDAs that are out there. So just keep that in mind when you're shopping around to make sure you don't have any excess overhang and whatnot.
Yeah, because that was another thing I was going to bring up. You kind of answered the question for me. Was it's kind of its own size, so it might not fit flush on another mod. It might not fit flush on your box. It's going to overhang a little bit, but on some of those bigger boxes, it might be fine. I think most box mods and most devices are made now for what, a 24mm,
24 to 24.5 typically. I know that the Predator has enough top space, as well as the Alien Kit. Those have enough top space to be able to not allow any overhang, which is nice. But if you're using something smaller, or if you're using something like the Limitless Race mod, it's not going to fit because of that those lips that the Arms Race has. Remember that? Yeah, it has those weird lips. I'm doing this motion.
Love the way you use your fingers. These are lips.
Hey, I'm just trying to help you guys.
These are lips, guys.
I am trying to help you guys visualize.
Lips. Visualize. Motherfucking lips.
Don't visualize rated R-ness. Don't know. That's not what...
You're the one who's going lips. And I put my fingers like this, girls.
Just twist it.
All right. Yeah. So you enjoy the device. You like it best as a full-on kit. Okay.
Yes. The RDA itself, if you were just buying it solo, I would probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10 just because of the airflow. It's a little airy for me.
But you can close it off.
But you can close it off, which is the thing too. But if you were doing this combo together, this is definitely like a 9.5 out of 10. And I don't know why I gave it the little half mark off, just because I'm picky. It's not, I'm a little picky.
Well, if there's a 0.5 off, what is it? Is it that you have to make that little twist to make the airflow a little tighter?
That 0.5 is just from the airflow. It just
even when you give them the option, you know what?
It's just not perfect for me.
These people made this RDA, and they say, you know what? If people think it's too airy, we give them a little room to. He's still fucking like, nope, I should be able to open it full blast and it should be perfect for me.
I am just here to give a general opinion. There are other people who
I get it.
There are people who give this a 10. And
all right, wow, that's a little nitpicky. All right, so this is it's a 9.5 out of 10. It's the based on what we heard from the last review, it's the best mod he's ever had. I'm guessing this is the best kit you've ever...
Best mech mod tandem kit I have played with.
Gonna win some competitions with this thing. So it's definitely a cloud chasing device. It's for the hobbyist. Definitely, I mean, I can tell right off the bat, definitely not for a noob. Let me look at the build on it really quick. Because I don't really know how to build. Yeah, see, it actually doesn't look too hard. Do people complain on the difficulty of the build or not? I mean, it was easy for you, but...
Yeah. Typically,
because I've been kind of hearing that kind of hard to build on, but that could be any RDA.
Yeah, the only thing that makes it tricky to build is that it is a 2-post design, so you do have to fit both of the leads in the same slots. If some people don't care to do that, that's where that 0.5
fit it in the same slot.
That's where that 0.5 comes off scissoring.
Oh man, scissoring now. All right. So, so overall, it's a damn good device. Probably the best.
Go buy this.
This is the best mech mod kit
Go buy this.
out there.
Clickbait.
Go buy.
Best mod of 2017. Clickbait right there.
All right, guys, stick around for the commercial because we're gonna blast that Lost Coast and that Cloud Batter, Cloud Vapory, Teen Cloud Vapory stuff for you. Of course, you guys know you can get on the website. Make sure you check us out on YouTube. Whenever we post a video, you will get a notification when you click that little
dinger bell.
It actually looks like a little bell. It's a little bell icon on the video, and you'll get notifications when the videos come out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give me a call at 4 o'clock in the morning and wake me up and go, prank! I like those kinds of things. It's a prank, bro. It's a prank, bro. All right. Anything else?
Hit that like button if you liked it.
Yeah.
If you didn't like
thumbs
it.
up.
If you didn't like it, let us know why you didn't like it.
And then go fuck off.
Yes.
Let us know, but then go fuck off.
Use those. Use that comments. Comment.
Leave us a bad comment. I'll fucking delete it.
Deleted. But if you guys have any other questions about it, post them down there. We'll answer them. Yeah. But that's pretty much it, guys. So
that is
it. Welcome
Ready?
back.
High five.
High five.
Welcome back. Welcome back. High five.
We are back.
Fuck the world.
Yeah.
All right. What an ending.
Fuck the world.
All right, so you stuck around for the whole video. Congratulations. Now it's commercial time. So I just want to remind everybody that at vapor93.com you can pick up some of the best liquid that the Sacramento area has to offer. A lot of these lines aren't in a lot of shops. But the shops that they are in, they're usually in the top 3 in selling. So they're really, really good liquids. So, of course, if you want any of the Lost Coast is available in Ice, Reserve, and the Original. And these are all variations on the Strawberry Watermelon Hibiscus recipe. This has been my #1 seller for about 2 years now. And of course, we're not paid by them, we're not sponsored, but they are local guys that we really want to help out. They need to get into more shops because this juice is phenomenal.
Yes.
Then of course, you can check out Cloud Batter by Cloud Vapory. Cloud Batter, still one of my top sellers. This is a vanilla cake batter. Then, another one by Cloud Vapory, Cloud Berry. Cloud Berry is a berry cake batter that is phenomenal and still selling like crazy. We also have Betty Blue by Cloud Patrol. Cloud Patrol is also under the Cloud Vapory label. Betty Blue is a blueberry cotton candy. And last but definitely not least, I'm going to hand this one to you.
Yeah, this is probably hands down one of my favorite. Carolina Cookie, again, by the Cloud Vapory people. This is a great custard juice as well. On that sweeter side, it is a snickerdoodle cookie.
Yeah, it's so good.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
So that's it. Yeah, go check out vapor93.com if you want any of those flavors.